ran into a situation today at the farm, and I thought I'd bring it up because it could be pretty important. It's pretty rare, but I think on occasion that you should know what to do in the situation. Anyways, I caught a cat at the farm, and it was a wild cat, not a bobcat, just a regular domestic cat, but it's been out there for a long time. And the farmer, without calling me, tried to let it go, and it bit the crap out of him. Scratched him all to bits, bit him up pretty good. And you know, of course, then he called me. So, you know, in that kind of situation, when you have a wild animal bite you, there is always a risk of rabies. And certain procedures have to take place. Only two things can happen when that happens. Either the animal has to be quarantined for 10 days, or it has to be euthanized and sent for testing to see if it carries the rabies virus, which will determine whether you're going to get shots or not. The problem is, if you don't do that and just ignore the situation, and if by the very rare chance that it does have rabies and you start to show symptoms, there is no cure. You're going to die. So just as, you know, as a precautionary measure, if that you do run across a situation like that where you think someone has been exposed, which is by being bitten, there is a less exposure if you're messing with bats. They almost always have rabies, so you're always going to get shots if you play around with bats. But as far as cats or raccoons or something like that, if it bites someone, you have to contact your local board of health or your animal control officer in the area and follow the procedures for that state. Every state is a little bit different, but they always have the same rule. The animal has to be quarantined or has to be euthanized and sent for testing, only to protect the person that was bitten, because it takes quite a long time to develop symptoms, but once they start, it's too late to get the shots. So just as just a precautionary measure, if you ever run across a situation like that. I mean, it does take some time. Today I spent 3 hours after I put the cat in the carrier. I had to find out what all the rules were in this state. I'm not familiar with those rules because I haven't had that situation happen to me in this state. In other states, yes, but not this state. So, but it was just a matter of making some phone calls, following the procedures, and seeing who you bring the cat to follow up and take care of business and what has to be done. But I just thought I would make mention of that, because if you ever run in that kind of situation, you just can't ignore it or dispatch the animal and think nothing's of it, you know, put a band-aid on it, because that is very irresponsible, and there could be a risk of some real problems if you don't take the proper procedures. But that's it. I just wanted to let you know what's going on out there in the wild. Thanks for watching.